Okay. Hi, I'm Daniel Nathan with the 2 O'Clock Clark Show. I'm here with
Patrick.
and
David.
today we're going to be discussing the elements of a dystopian society. Now, what's just one element of a dystopian society?
Instant gratification is an
Okay.
element of...
That's a very broad topic.
Yes.
So, like, what's one thing that's inside of that you guys think is, like, part of that society?
I would say like social media, maybe things like Instagram for sure, maybe Twitter.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What kind of effects can this have on, like, a person that uses any of those? Like,
Yeah, so talking about, like, Instagram and stuff, the likes and comments that are a part of Instagram, kids that receive fewer likes than others can feel, like, worse or, like, less about themselves compared to people that get more likes and, you know, more positive comments and stuff.
but couldn't you say this would happen anyway? Like, people that are getting lots of likes could feel better.
Yeah. Well, typically kids that do get more likes will feel better about themselves because they view that, like, more people like them.
God damn it, yeah. I know, I caught you off guard with that.
I don't know where to
Yeah.
go with that.
No. But I would also say that, you know, like a lack of instant gratification, for example, that could have a detrimental effect on someone. Say you don't get likes, say you don't get, you know, nice comments about yourself, then, you know, people might think of you in a negative way. Might not think you're popular. Might have not a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Might think of you in a really negative way.
And I mean, this whole thing of instant gratification is shown all over, like, literature.
Yeah.
That's all over, like, and especially for kids in high school, like, tons of it is shown in, like, our English class or even in any of our classes. What would be, like, one example of this?
So, like, the book we're reading, Brave New World, the form of instant gratification in the book, Brave New World, is the drug they use, soma. And multiple times throughout the book, they are stressed about something that's happening, and they'll, like, immediately just pull out soma and they'll use it, and they'll feel, like, de-stressed, and they'll...
How can that
feel better
relate
about
back to
themselves.
school, though?
So, like, things like...
Because, I mean, you say that, like, it's the kids that are reading it in school, so, like, they're the most affected.
Mhm.
Or they're, like, the ones that are seeing it. So how does it get back to, like, their school, like, their education? Like, what's their soma in real life?
I think, like, test scores.
In what way?
Inside of school, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside of school? Yeah, I would say test scores. I would say good juniors and seniors, upperclassmen, probably like SAT scores, ACT scores, you know, offers into college.
But, I mean, you're going to get those scores eventually either way. Like, why
Yeah, but
does it
but-
have to be so instant?
Well, like, so when you take a test.
Yeah.
And, I mean, everybody thinks, you know, they either did good or bad on the test. But when they get that test score back and you get a 100, let's say, or like an A, like, you're going to feel really good about yourself. It'll probably make your day, maybe even your whole week.
So you want that sooner?
You want that as soon, because that could make or break your week. You know, it could go the opposite way. Like, if you got a bad score, then, like, your day could be ruined.
Yeah.
But let's say you were having a bad day, I don't know, something happened in your life, and then you get this, like, test score back, and it's like, oh, I'm killing it in school. So, like, that test could, like, make you really happy.
And also, if you fail or pass a test, you know, you have to live with that score that you got for the next week or two until there's another test that comes around. You have to look at the grade book and, you know, see that you failed that test or failed whatever you failed for those next, however long it takes for the next test, or however long it takes to
For something to replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then what are you supposed to do? Because you can't get around tests and quizzes and, like, that's, like, the things that every high school, every education you have to go through.
Yeah.
One way or another. So, like, what would be a healthy way? Because that, like, obviously hurts your demeanor, or helps your demeanor, but in the negative side, hurts your demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, what's a healthy way of, like, getting around that? I mean, if you're in that position.
I think just thinking to yourself, like, you know, maybe I think you have to kind of face the facts and see what you did or didn't do, what you did wrong, try to fix it. I mean, obviously it's easier said than done, but I think you just have to try your best. I mean,
And, like, get better.
Yeah, and look at the past results. I mean, in the past, I'm sure everyone's failed a test or failed a quiz, and then you're fine in the end. So I think you should have to kind of look at it that way.
Yeah. I think you could go, you know, if let's say you get a bad score, you can, like, help yourself through, like, music, listening to music or talking to friends or family.
Yes, like, on that note, like, referring to, like, all of this, like, obviously education is a huge part of, like, a high schooler's life. It's, like, a majority of your day throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of high school, outside of education, like if something happens in the real world or even with the Instagram likes or anything like that, what's a way that you can have a healthy way of doing that outside of school, like not basically like not reflection.
So like getting out of like schoolwork and stuff, you can talk to like family or friends and they'll like pick you up, they'll like hype you up. They'll hype you up,
yeah,
you know, like I mean, like my friends that I do that all the time, you know, they're like, your friends and family are going to be there for you,
and fall back on them.
Yeah, you can fall back on them. And even and then like like if you want to go real personal, like not talk to anyone, like music sometimes can you know, pick you up. You know, you go to the car, jam your play your favorite song and just jam out to it.
Yeah, but then if you use music, you don't want to constantly fall back on that. I mean,
that's true.
Then you'll start not focusing, like bringing it back into the education world. Like you'll start not, if you listen to music all the time, you won't listen to your teachers.
Yeah, you can't listen to school.
Or you'll become antisocial.
In school. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta stay being social. You can listen to music sometimes, but like you stay with your friends and family.
Well, I think that was a great talk.
Yeah, instant gratification. Alright, we'll just cut it there.
Yeah, cut it.
Cut it.
So how do we finish this?
Yeah, so...